Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
And Kat.
So, wheel spin. I feel like I have nothing to say until I know what I'm getting. Or at least I know what the category is so I can demand outro wings.
Fair enough.
Or try and fit it, or I can fit it in the category.
We'll make it fit, it's fine. Yeah, I was just thinking,
literally.
I was just thinking anyone that's brand new, if this is their first video, it's literally, hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV, wheel spin. They'll be like, is this a code or something? Like, you will see in a second.
So, cut. Spin, spin, spin.
I'd like to slow it down. Ballads.
Ballads, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Youngie ballad?
What?
Augusty ballad?
Yeah, he does those.
So, is it outro wings?
No, sadly not. It's not. We couldn't quite swing that as a ballad, unfortunately. But there's still loads of really good ones to choose from. So I said a couple to Kat and you didn't find either. So this one is Jamais Vu. You guys already know, it's in the title of the thumbnail.
If I put it in there, maybe I don't.
Okay, just keep them guessing.
Maybe I call it outro wings.
Gotcha!
Like wishful thinking.
Yeah. So Jamais Vu is one of their singles from the Love Yourself Persona album, April 2019. And we've spoken about this one before, I think when we were out, and I was saying Jamais Vu is the opposite of Déjà Vu.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah. So Déjà Vu in French is when you feel like you've been somewhere before and it feels familiar, even though you can't actually recollect when you did that.
I have it with conversations. I've done it in a video where I've sat here and gone, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, but we probably have.
Yeah.
So, with Jamais Vu, it's the opposite of that. It's where even if you have done something many, many times and you know that you have, it feels like the first time. Now, if you guys know, then please do let us know in the description and the comments and that, but I don't think they have officially come out and said the meaning of this song, so there's a couple of different interpretations out there. Some people have said it can be like them talking about going through their journey as an idol, meeting army, doing all of this for the first time. Other people are talking about how, like, and it's a beautiful song, like vocally I love it, and it's got an air of sadness to it as well. It can be about they're basically going through life, and even though like they've had the last 24 hours and 24 hours before that, so you have done this before, but it's brand new, and it's almost like how in, as it were, like the game of life, there's no quit button, there's no rest, you've got to keep going, even if you don't know your way, and that's kind of scary, but you know, you don't really have a choice, so everything feels new.
So we could use it to describe BTS comebacks. Like, we've had I haven't actually had a full album comeback before, but for you it's like, I've had a comeback before. I know what comebacks are like, but then it happens, you're like, oh my god, I did not know it was going to be like this.
Maybe. Yeah, because there's some fear in there. Like, oh my god, well, how am I going to be attacked?
You know the attack is coming, but there's nothing you can do.
That's true.
You're powerless.
But I feel like that would be slightly more happy excitement, whereas with Jamais Vu, I feel it's, and again, it's open to interpretation.
More
there is no, I think,
there,
it's you can see what you feel about it. There's a performance of this from one of their online concerts, and I think there's a fan one with subs on it as well, which is good. And we can always do the lyric video afterwards for the produced track on the album. It's really beautiful. But yeah, I don't know. It's Jamais Vu is where you experience something that you feel like you've done it before, but it feels, or you know alien you've done it before, but it feels alien and it's brand new, and that's there could be fear in that, you know. Do
you know what I reckon that would connect to now? People who have had to work from home through COVID, going back to work. No, do you know what I mean? Well, I used to do this every day. Mm-hmm. It's still the same, but it feels alien because I haven't had to do it for so long.
And that's fine as long as those people get off their asses and do their job, because a lot of people have become really lazy, and you're like, be grateful that you have a job.
Don't look at me, I worked all through COVID.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
We all worked.
But you worked from home, I didn't. I had to go to work still, every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you chose to work with kids.
Yeah, I had to
Who would do that?
If anything, my job was harder. I had to homeschool.
Hell no.
Is it all of them?
No, this is a kind of different little subunit, I suppose.
Ooh.
So we have...
What's their subunit name? Who is it?
I don't know. I don't actually
Tell me
know.
who. We'll make a name.
It's Jin,
Mm-hmm.
JK,
Mm-hmm.
and J-Hope.
It's the J's.
But
Not 3J.
But yeah, but that's what I mean. I think we've had that before, so I don't know.
And they can't be double J plus 1 because we're double J.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It could be triple J Hope because it's J and Hope.
So Jin,
JK
JK,
and J Hope.
J Hope. Hmm.
Could be J Hope. I don't know.
I bet Jin would come up with a good name for them.
I don't know. Let us know if there is a name for this subunit. There may be one and I'm not aware of it. I don't know, but this was the first time I think I'd encountered this subunit of the guys doing this. So, but yeah, so the song is open to interpretation. I think with as with a lot of their songs, which is really nice about it because it can be about what it makes you feel. So we can see what that does for you. But just as a standalone song, it's lovely to listen to and really nice vocals and rap from J-Hope. So.
Okay. So please remember to like the video and comment down below because it really helps the algorithm and the video get found by more people.
If they want to find us, we're hoping they do, but they might regret finding us afterwards.
At least they can find us and make their decision.
Yeah. Do I want to hang out with these people?
In the comments, what would you call this subunit?
Yeah.
And remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not, because sometimes I upload extra videos and you might miss them if you're not subscribed.
Sometimes we miss them.
Sometimes Kat misses them. She doesn't see the stuff we say about her because she misses the video. Who knows what we're saying about you? Don't miss the video. I see the point of the repeating.
See, they're all wearing the same as well.
Oh, I have things to say about that. The reason I'm not talking much is because I'm taking it all in. I'm like, there's a lot to say after. shall I start with? Okay, I'll start with the song. I feel like I'm talking to myself because you aren't saying anything.
I just wait for your interpretation.
Do you know what I think it was about? And what I can link it to in my own life? Mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had anxiety and depression, and I feel like it's been stuck in that vicious circle. Again, they were going around in circles of the anxiety can stop you doing stuff and eventually get depressed about it. But to get out of the depression, you need to get yourself out of it. But when you try and do that, the anxiety kicks in and stops you, and then you stay depressed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it may also be because they were saying about a remedy, and you do just think, I need that one thing that's going to snap me out of the circle, so you can start going forwards.
Yeah. No, that's a really good interpretation. And I do think that music, a sign of a really good song is something that you can relate to, and true art is open to interpretation, and it has not necessarily one specific meaning. That's all it is. So that you can interpret that as, yes, quite easily like a breakup song. But for me, I was thinking like they could be singing this to a higher power. They could just be like, they don't know if they believe in God or what, but they could just be saying, someone please help me because I need to find my way back to myself or through this struggle or whatever. And like you said, like that repetition of kind of like, I feel like I've been here before and I've done this. But what if you get to that point where you're like, I'm just spinning my wheels, and it should
again
feel more than this.
Something like anxiety. I know I've done this before, but now I'm struggling with something I've always done. Why is it now a problem?
Yeah, or it feels like I'm doing this. The fear of doing this for the first time when actually I've done it before. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and that's like an irrational fear, isn't it? But you can't help that. Yeah. No, that's a really.
I really liked the way they were going around. It really represented that whole being stuck. Yeah. But whilst moving. Life is going on, but you're still stuck.
Yeah. I also think it was a really good visual interpretation of, again, as always, they're beautiful, but there was sadness there. Yeah. And so it doesn't matter if you look all put together from the outside, but what's happening inside can be turmoil.
Maybe that's why they were buttoned up at the back.
Ooh.
Wrong way round.
It was at the front as well.
They did have buttons at the front as well,
but it was like they had one shirt on one way and then.
But I noticed it at the back just because that's different.
Yeah.
So, J-Hope, his rap was very comforting. Like just the way he did it, because obviously we know he can do quite bouncy. I say bouncy rap. You know what I mean? He does it, but that was quite.
He flows
relaxing,
on that beat.
Comforting, warm for me.
Even though he was talking about his struggles, but he does do it in...
It's the tone.
Such a relatable way.
Yeah, it just felt comforting. Jin, again, vocally, I love it when he belts. But I was a bit distracted when he belts. I kept looking at his neck.
Really?
When he was belting, I don't know whether just the way the shirt would open a bit more, but it was just like, look at his neck.
Well, when you belt, you have certain muscle groups which are your anchors.
Yeah, it's the muscles.
This is legit. When you belt, you have certain muscle groups which are called your anchors, and those are what you harness in order to support your belt.
Yeah. Because he's bent down as well, and it's just look at his neck. Now, this was a quieter, like you said, there's some sadness in the song, which is why it was more contained. But that was a full-on JK attack, okay? He was trying to act like he wasn't, but he totally was, and he knew it. Because he looked amazing. First, when he stepped out and like the hair, I was like, oh my god, he looks beautiful. And then I saw the fit of the jeans.
Okay.
And they were the fit.
Fitted, but don't get...
Well, they fit, but it fitted, but it's didn't.
Yes. Yeah. They fit really good.
I love that they're all wearing the same outfit again, because it was like the...
Ties it all in.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, it's... they're all wearing the same, but obviously they are all unique individuals, and they're singing about something, but it could mean something different to each of them. And again, it's like the interpretation of the song. We've all heard that same song just there, but we could have different associations and meanings to it for each of us. So
I would also say that JK sounded lovely.
They
I wanted to sit here and go, JK looked really good. He did, but...
They sounded like... When I first heard that, when it dropped, that and 0 O'Clock were two of the songs that made me cry. Even though I didn't know what they were about, it was just the feeling of that they gave me was, you know, and again, just the beauty of these vocals.
But it was nice to hear
so
just
lovely.
JK and Jin's vocals.
Yeah.
Because for me, V's voice really stands out. It's so much deeper. Jimin's is so much higher. So just to have those two and to be able to hear them like that and go, now I can really hear the differences in their voices.
Yeah.
Now it's just them.
Because they are two members that I think are lent on as to be very, very stable vocals for a lot of the songs, especially Jen.
Do you know what I mean? You can have them here going, okay, we've got them, we're using them for what we're working from, and then you have, okay, let's have Jimin up here, Tay down here. So it's nice to hear them
which is
individually.
fantastic layering and arrangements of what you've got, you know, the production of it. But yeah, you're right, it's so nice to hear them in isolation so you can appreciate their vocals individually. And I think they're just, their tones are so lovely.
And don't you find when J-Hope is performing a song like that, I'm trying to think what other song I can picture him in, where he looks like he's completely like at ease in his own little world. Maybe that's why I find it comforting, because I'm listening to him and I'm seeing him look so just relaxed, and I can picture him in my head. I can picture his face, but I cannot remember what song it is that I'm picturing where he's like that. I'll watch some videos tonight and I'll message him like, I worked out what it was.
Yeah. Do you want to listen to this studio track and the lyric video? Well, you don't have to, but as in you might not want to fit it in, but if you just, it's worth listening to the produced track as well, because obviously props, they sounded amazing, but obviously you're also concentrating. Well done to them. I would have fallen flat on my face, like walking up and down them steps. Like, I fall up the stairs at home, you know what I mean? So
I would have tripped on them steps if JK's walking in front of me in them jeans.
Exactly, right? Any of them, I'd have been, the booty, I'd have just been in them jeans, and then I would have,
It's not just the booty, it's the thighs.
Do you know what I mean? And in the boots.
I was like, I was even looking at the boots.
Just a nice, strong outfit. So I was like,
and you can see that JK had a mole on his face. And that was cute.
But sometimes when you hear the produced track and you hear what it is when they're able to just dedicate purely to their vocals without obviously having to concentrate on that, and don't have to leave this in, but I didn't think the sound was so great in that. It was slightly echoey and open, so actually hearing the produced track is so beautiful.
Well, the produced track is always going to sound better because they can do it as many times as they want to have it exactly how they want it. Because again, we can hear it and say they sound amazing, but they might hear it and go, no, I can do that better.
Yeah. But
whilst we sit here and go, are you crazy?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is those live vocals that they just did, and like I was saying, the anchoring muscles they're using to belt and everything, I could see the technique, I could see what they were doing, and it was very, very good. And that was not far off the produced track. But the produced track, you get to really take it in.
It's always nice to hear it a second time as well, because like I say, you might notice things you didn't notice last time.
Yeah, actually, it's true. Now that you don't have the visual distraction of them, maybe you'll take it.
It's their fault, not mine.
It is true. It's their fault.
It's actually quite a repetitive song, isn't it? See, with now the lyric video, again, I know we had lyrics on the last one, but it's only so much attention I can pay when JK's
That's fair.
walking around like that. It's much more of a breakup song. I say breakup song, heartbreak song, because they're just like, give me another chance.
But again, could they be talking about give me another chance at life, like a lost opportunity? You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone, but that's what I mean. It could be applied to many situations. But I love the fact that it ends on a I won't give up, which is like a hint of hopefulness of that they're going to keep fighting, which is lovely. And the ending of a lot of their your stylized choice of singing and how you end notes and things like that, they tell a story, and with all of those there's a lot of they end the notes just on like a slight cry, and it just adds to that angst and that pain that you think they're feeling, and it's really lovely to hear. It's not lovely to hear someone in pain, you know what I mean? It's lovely to hear that of their vocal abilities.
Yeah, that choice to really give you the feeling.
Yeah, and the emotion that they deliver it with.
But again, that also, I think, works for the songs being so international. You know, it may be in Korean, but little things like that can make someone understand at least the feeling.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Without understanding the words.
I cried the first time I heard that one. I didn't even know what it was about. I just knew that I loved the song and the journey that it took me on, that they were delivering to me vocally. That's what it made me feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really nice.
How do you feel about that one, Kat?
I really like that song.
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's such a sad song, but you're like, I like it so much. Yeah.
Very calming in a weird way.
That's what I said about J-Hope's rap, you know? It's just...
Yeah, it's nice. I like at the end it wasn't so much on the lyric video, but when he was doing over the top of them singing the last bit. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And I like how they kind of do. They were finishing the other JK and Jin. That like the sentence finished with the other one.
Yeah.
Coming
And
in.
then which must be quite hard to do, to be honest. Like, just stop like mid. It's not like you finished a sentence, you just stop mid sentence and someone else carries on.
Yeah.
But I always think that's interesting for the different sentence structures that we use to what they use, because in the lyrics, the word remedy is at the beginning of the
English.
sentence, but they're singing it at the end of that part. So again, where we're seeing it as they're singing a part of the sentence and they're singing a different part, I'm wondering, where does that cross over, I wonder? Because I'm assuming they've probably just done it in the easiest way for us to get the message.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Of what they're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Different for that subunit, you know what I mean? But a really nice creation, I think, for those three.
Well, I think that some songs, and probably that being one of them, you'd lose some of the feeling if you were trying to cram in too many people.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. I don't actually know if they chose that after trying to do it with all members or what, or they played with it, but from what I've seen, the members are all really supportive of each other whenever they make those choices for line distribution, or if someone's going to have this song, then it's like, don't worry, because obviously someone else is going to be included in a different song, and so no one gets left out.
Also, I mean, they've got the trust there that they're not going to be trying to cut anybody out.
Yeah. And also, I've never seen that with BTS. They don't have that ego to want more lines than anyone else. They literally, and that's why I think they work so well as a team. And I think you see that with like Stray Kids as well, and with SHINee and with other really good groups. That's part of it, is they have that trust in each other that it's for good reason, and everyone's going to get their shine on when it's right, and that's fine. Which is good, because then it ends up producing really good finished articles.
Music.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so that was BTS Jamais Vu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.